What's up guys, for the Drawing Studios here, and today we're going to be doing a video that I've been wanting to do since I started this YouTube channel. Well, yeah, so today we're going to be looking at the fundamentals of figure drawing, how they connect to real life, and how they can be incorporated into drawings. Now what you need is supplies that you need. Pretty obvious, a pencil and an eraser, if you want. So sometimes I like to start off with a simple head, and I find that my figures look the best when I'm not thinking about pleasing someone or something. So I'm just gonna sketch out a figure right here really quickly in time lapse, and hopefully I can piece that into this video. So yeah, this is kind of what it should look like. Now let's break it down. The chest. This chest is, you can kind of see that it has, you can see that it has a wedge shape. So that's the first part you do. That's the first part you do. That's the second part, and the bottom part and that part is the third part you do. Now, why? Well, the chest is found to be the hardest thing to draw for most artists. It's hard, in some methods, it's hard to make into something that can actually be used. So let's slow the process of drawing the chest down. Let me just lay it out. And I'm not going to draw the head or the arms or anything, I'm just going to draw the chest. So first, you draw a simple line. Simple line, that's all it is. And simple line is what you should always start with. Some people like to start with the head, that's fine. I honestly like to start with this wedge over here, that line in the head. But the first thing I'll draw, of course, is that line. I wouldn't tell you guys to do something that I don't do. And so then you'd start out with that kind of wedge shape. And so once you have that wedge shape down, you want to bring that down to there. Okay, so again, 1, 2, 3. And now, if you want to manipulate this in any way, most artists like to do their art in a very exaggerated way, maybe the pose is an exaggerated pose, and I honestly, I'm not that good. So when I do exaggerated poses, it's kind of hard. If you look at my portfolio, you're not going to see much any exaggerated poses in there. And so that's the basic thing. So, and then you're going to kind of want to bring the chest, this part down. So again, it starts the same. 1, wedge shape, 2, and finish 3. So each side has parts. And the reason for this is to break things down, so people that don't know this method can understand the ways to do this. Now, let's take a look at how we can manipulate figures and make them into really good figures. Most people will think, what does he mean by manipulating figures? Well, what I mean by manipulating figures is, you have the chest, right? You have a chest, a really simple chest, right? And right now, that chest is staying in one place. That chest is stationary. It's not moving. It's on paper, it's not going to move anyways, but that chest, on the paper, it's stationary. It's not bending, it's not twisting, it's not stretching, it's not bending backwards, it's not doing anything. Now, if you have a standing pose, then just starting out with this is a good idea. However, if you do want a really good exaggerated pose, you want to start with a figure line or a gesture drawing. And what a gesture drawing is, or a figure drawing, or figure line, is it's basically a line, and that line determines where exactly the figure will be, on what axis the chest will be. This is what I mean by manipulating figures. Now I'll do a time lapse of me sketching a figure onto the space. This base, not space. And I'll be back in a second. So yeah, that is what we call a figure in motion. And what this essentially is, it's a figure drawings. All figure drawings are contour sketches. Of course, people do. Some figure drawings can be called like figure sketches because people like have someone pose for them and they look at a picture on the internet. That's part of how I learned. I've like looked at pictures of people like jumping or running, and I have drawn those and interpreted them in a way that I can understand, and the result is something that I can usually make a drawing out of. Like I can put like a sketch over it, ink that sketch, and then color it, and then call it good. But that might not work for most people because they feel that if they do that, they are kind of cheating themselves out of imagination. But I feel like when I do it, it's super easy because you don't have to think of a sketch. This one I just did on the fly, and there was very little editing involved in that. Very little, actually none. So any bloopers you see on this one, it's the first take. So essentially, to me, all figure sketches are something that I would like sketch details over. Then I would take a micron or 0.8, 0.2, and I would do a penning over that. And if I like the pen sketch a lot, then I might not apply color to it, but usually I will, because most drawings that are finalized have color. Of course, some comic books, they just do ink sketches because it's easier. But for me, I feel that when I erase the pencil behind the ink, it looks incomplete. So I like to keep my sketch as much as possible inside there. So anyway, thank you for watching. I know it seems short, but this has been 4B Drawing Studios. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.